Right now, most fans are focused on the draft, free agency, and what comes next after this championship, but if you ask me, the biggest Knicks story of the entire offseason is not pick 24, it's not Tyler Kolek, it's not even a potential free agent signing, it's Mitchell Robinson. Because while everyone is celebrating the championship, I think a lot of Knicks fans are overlooking one very important reality. The Knicks can replace production, they can replace points, they can replace bench scoring, but Mitchell Robinson provides something that is incredibly difficult to replace. And if he leaves this summer, the Knicks could find out very quickly just how important he really was. Let's be honest, Mitchell Robinson has always been one of the most polarizing Knicks players. Some fans absolutely love him, others look at the box score and wonder why he's so important, because when you look strictly at points per game, Mitch does not jump off the page. He's never been a scorer, he's never been a player who demands touches, he's never been the guy putting up flashy offensive numbers, and that's exactly why people underestimate him. Because what Mitch does best often does not show up in the highlights. It shows up in winning, it shows up in possessions, and it shows up in momentum swings as well as in all the little things that championship teams need. I actually think the NBA Finals reminded people of something important. The Knicks had plenty of offensive firepower, like in the starting lineup. Those guys carried huge offensive loads, but there were stretches where the game became ugly, physical, chaotic, possession by possession basketball. And those are the moments where Mitchell Robinson becomes incredibly valuable, because when the shots aren't falling, extra possessions matter a lot, and when defenses tighten up, offensive rebounds matter. When teams start attacking the paint, rim protection matters. And Mitch consistently delivered those things throughout the championship run, not because he was scoring 20 points, but because he was doing the dirty work that championship teams need. Here's what makes Mitchell Robinson special, because most players enjoy scoring, most players enjoy taking shots and enjoy having the ball, but Mitch has built an entire NBA career doing things that most players do not want to do, like fighting for rebounds, setting screens, protecting the rim, battling bigger players, as well as taking contact, doing all the physical work that rarely gets rewarded with headlines. That's why coaches love players like him, because every championship team needs somebody willing to embrace that role, and not everybody can. Now here's where things get interesting. The rest of the league understands Mitch's value too, of course, but contending teams are always looking for rim protection, they're always looking for rebounding and looking for size, and Mitchell Robinson checks all those boxes. That's why there are already conversations about other teams potentially showing interest, because players like Mitch are not easy to find, especially players who have already proven they can contribute to winning basketball at the highest level. The Knicks know it, the league knows it, and that's why this offseason becomes so important, because one of my favorite moments from the entire finals did not involve a huge scoring performance. It was not a game-winning shot, it was not a viral highlight, it was simply watching Mitchell Robinson embrace his role night after night. Possession after possession, he understood exactly what the Knicks needed from him and he delivered. That's what championship role players do. They do not worry about the spotlight, they worry about helping the team win, and Mitch has done that for years. Sometimes fans get so focused on what players cannot do that they forget to appreciate what they do exceptionally well, and Mitchell Robinson is a perfect example of that. This is the part that I think many fans underestimate. Replacing Mitchell Robinson is not as simple as signing another center, because you're not just replacing a position, you're replacing a skill set, you're replacing years worth of chemistry, you're replacing trust, you're replacing years of experience within the organization. And that's incredibly difficult. Now, could Ariel Hukporti eventually become a larger contributor? Absolutely. Could the Knicks find another center? Sure, but finding another Mitchell Robinson, that is much harder, because players with his combination of size, rebounding, rim protection, and experience do not grow on trees. Now let's zoom out. The Knicks are not rebuilding, they are not developing, they're not searching for an identity. They already found one. They're champions, which means every offseason decision now gets judged through a very simple lens. Does this improve our chances of winning another title next year? That's it. And when I look at Mitchell Robinson, I don't see a luxury, I see a necessity, because championship teams need stars, but they also need role players who know exactly how to impact winning. And Mitch has spent years proving that he can do just that, and at the end of the day, I still believe there's a good chance Mitchell Robinson remains a Knick for the next few years. The organization knows what he brings, the coaching staff knows what he brings, and the locker room knows what he brings most importantly, and he already fits. Sometimes the best offseason move is not making a splash, sometimes it's keeping the right pieces together, and when I look at this roster, Mitchell Robinson feels like one of those pieces. So while everyone debates draft prospects, while everyone talks about free agency, and while everyone searches for the next big move, I keep coming back to Mitchell Robinson because championship teams are not built by only stars, they're built by players like him who embrace the hard work, the dirty work, the thankless work, and few players embody that better than Mitch. If the Knicks want to maximize this championship window, bringing him back should be near the top of the priority list because replacing Mitchell Robinson sounds easy until you actually have to do it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how important is Mitchell Robinson to the Knicks' chances of repeating as champions next year. It's been KNYT here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.